I must have died and gone to heaven. Except I don't think people in heaven have raging hangovers. I must be on the Moonchild. I have to admit, it is incredible. I could get used to living in a place like this. I've never seen anything so beautiful. What's that sound? Something's coming this way.
What's that sound? It's blood. Nope, it's just another 3D floating cube.
Wake up, Mr. Murphy. We'll have no sleeping through the greatest event in the history of the world. I'm so glad you could join us on this sacred day. Maybe you don't recognize me. It has been some time. Lowell Percival, at your service. You did a job for me on Mars a few years back. Cleverness, tenacity, both then and now, have shown me that you belong here. In fact, I need to thank you for securing the statuette for us. The flawless crystal and the symbolic purity of the dove are the foundation of our beliefs. Our sacred text has said that our destiny would be secure only if we had the statuette in our possession. We are deeply in your debt. In an hour or so, we will fulfill an ancient prophecy, specifically the purification by means of the Great Alluvion. It is a fabulous name for a somewhat nasty process. Those creative minds at GRS worked extra hard for a long time to make our prophecy a reality. It was quite a challenge to come up with a plan that would match the details of the Great Alluvion as it is described in our sacred text. Cost me a fortune. Now everything's prepared. At midnight, I will become the savior of our dying world. The Earth has become a rotting shell, inhabited by a mongrel breed of half-humans that infest the pure races with their filthy, mutated genes. Is that to be the fate of mankind? The Earth must be thoroughly cleansed for mankind to be saved. Soon, we'll release the seeds of purification, the great alluvion, the baptism of fire, which follows will destroy all life on Earth. But from the ashes will arise a glorious new age. In keeping with the sacred prophecies, we'll wait 40 years here on the Moonchild. Then our genetically pure children will return to a world that, like them, is clean and unspoiled. Though I may not live to see it, I will die peacefully, knowing that I have given mankind a purified world. I designed this Moonchild to be the Ark of humanity, but it is also a splendid place to spend the next 40 years. We have it all here: aquariums, aviaries, zoos with animals of all kinds, forests, rivers, mountains, nightclubs, ballparks, everything you could ever want. And the people, only the creme de la creme: architects, bankers, doctors, artists, musicians, and a former president. And as for the women, they're all beautiful, intelligent, accomplished. 1,000 men, women, and children, all bound together by belief and purpose, a desire to create a world free of imperfections, a society of harmony, peace, without fear, without crime. Share in our dream, Mr. Murphy. You have less than an hour to decide. I can't allow you to attend the big purification party, but I'll be down to see you right after. I'm sure you'll agree that your options are limited.
So, Lowell Percival is behind all this. His offer is tempting. It sounds like paradise. And there's probably no way to stop the cult now, so maybe I should just make the best of it. Hold on, Murphy. Don't forget what they've got in mind. They intend to wipe out every person that doesn't have to meet their standards. I wouldn't last very long in a club like this. I could never be part of their brotherhood. I've got to find a way to stop them, but I'm gonna need some help. If Ava Shansi is still alive and I can find her, the two of us might be able to figure something out. Maybe it's too late, but I've got to do something.
Also, a little bit suspicious that Tex Murphy's decision to
I
try to
looked through
save the
pockets of
world.
my overcoat, but they've taken everything. All I've got left is the watch I found at the Countess mansion. Could be a lot worse, though. At least they didn't find the winter chip.
Like, his entire reasoning for wanting to save the world is because he doesn't fit into the club.
Looks like someone didn't get around to picking up this pile of leaves. Groundskeepers must belong to a union.
Alright, let's take a look around.
Back on Earth, this thing wouldn't last 10 minutes without getting spray painted.
They probably just don't have any spray paint around these parts. Don't remember if there's anything in here. Oh, there is a rake. I could probably pick that up.
Too bad someone already gathered up all the leaves in here.
Oh, did they? Luckily, Tex Murphy, Gardening and Landscaping, is here to save the day. What did that accomplish?
Looks like someone didn't get around to... Well, if I'm not mistaken, that's a puff buster smoke detector. This must be the way out, and I can hear someone pacing from the other side. Probably the security guard.
Alright, so that's a smoke detector. I need to probably activate the smoke detector in order to get the guard to come out. Oh, okay. I know what happened.
Hey, I think I see my office from up here.
I need to find something that will activate the smoke detector. And that will cause the... Nope.
This door looks too accessible to be an exit.
It's probably a closet. Yep.
A bottle of lighting fluid. These cult members must like to barbecue.
Sure, it's what they love most.
High-octane lighter fluid in the point and squirt container. Very convenient.
Alright, let's use it on the leaves. Do I have a means of lighting it? Or am I going to have to observe every single pixel as closely as I possibly can in an attempt to find a light? Oh, hold on.
This piece of rock looks like it's come loose from the mortar.
I guess the answer is yes.
Nice piece of stone. Smooth, shiny, and fits snugly in the palm of my hand.
Can I use the rock on the leaves? Start a fire?
Well, that's not gonna work.
The answer is no.
The walkways are handsomely framed by these rock walls.
Or is there another rock that I could pick up? Basically, I'm looking for a rock that does not seem like it belongs... Oh, hold on.
This rock looks like it may actually be a piece of flint.
Alright, combine the flint with the stone. And now I can light the leaves on fire, which hide my devious trap. Horribly devious. Dun dun dun.
What an idiot. Oh.
You know, it's kind of interesting, like that contrast in tone, because you've got these quotes from Edgar Allan Poe, you've got Lowell Percival talking about the end of the world, and then you've got Tex Murphy making a trap so that somebody could step into a rake, and then he walks into a wall. Let us save our game. Save the world. Because, Tex won't, belong with these cool kids on the block.
So, this is the door to the observatory. Sounds like a place worth looking into.
Yeah. There we go.
This panel door is locked.
Oh. Anything in this area? Can I move this? Oh, yes I can.
If I get off this godforsaken pleasure satellite, I'm taking it with me. Look great in my office.
Ah. Damn you. Oh. There was nothing. Unless, of course, there is a tree on this side that I can move.
This floor panel looks like it's removable. I'll need something to pry it up with. This floor panel looks like...
I have a feeling I'm going to be coming back here.
Those asteroids look like they're following the Moonchild around like big stone puppies.
Yeah, that doesn't sound particularly safe. Like, that would be terrible if it turns out,
A cocktail glass with a ceranite flex straw.
if, like, their attempts
Cocktail
to,
glass is worthless, but I love flex straws.
their attempts to save the world and humanity ends up going for nothing because they just get themselves killed on their own space station. Is the flex straw good enough to open
Well,
this?
that's not gonna work.
Is it good enough to open that?
Well, that's not gonna...
Okay, I'm gonna have to come back here then.
This looks like an old-fashioned telephone jack. No, it's a recessed button. I'll need something to reach in.
Oh, luckily I have a flex straw.
Aha. This panel should give me access to the Moonchild's main computer. Hold on, everybody, because it's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Alright, let's go to the other area first. See what's there. For some reason, Tex is walking incredibly slowly in this area. Oh, nope, he's picking up speed. A little bit of a maze.
Sounds like the purification party is going on somewhere behind this door.
Alright, I
Looks like
definitely
someone laid a piece
can't
of
go
pipe here.
through that door, but I do need that pipe.
The door to the stasis room. Maybe I'll find Sleeping Beauty in there.
Literally and figuratively.
As I enter the stasis room, I feel like I've stepped into a fairy tale. I'm no Prince Charming, but there's a sleeping beauty lying peacefully in a cryonic chamber. It's Ava Shanzi. Boy, do I need to talk to her. As I look around, I spot a console nearby. Looking it over, I figure it must be used to control the cryonic sleep state. If I can resuscitate Ava, maybe we can still stop the cult. I've seen consoles like this before. The 4 buttons along the top must administer injections. The 2 slider controls look like they regulate the air temperature and oxygen level inside the cryonic tube. I seem to remember that slider mechanisms like these are really sensitive and need to be moved slowly. Well, first things first. I'll need to turn this thing on.
Okay. There's a lot going on.
Aha! A red light went off in one of those Phase 1 boxes.
Oh,
I must have done something right. Now I've got to get those other boxes to light up.
okay. Okay. Actually, this is a lot easier than I was thinking. Is this,
That yellow warning light doesn't look good. Maybe I should wait a few seconds and see if it goes off before I try anything else.
So sodium pentothal was not good. Probably adrenaline. That sounds important. And then what? More adrenaline? Or sodium bicarbonate? Nope. Electric shock? Okay. Okay, that's phase 1. Okay. And do I need less oxygen? Maybe some... Nope, not adrenaline. This seems like a horrible way to try to wake somebody up from stasis, is just randomly hit buttons and hope for the best. Nope, she's dead.
Well, how was I supposed to figure out that stupid stasis panel? It's hardly fair to give me only one crack at it.
Well, okay.
You know, that says something in regards to the makers of the puzzle, where they're like...
As I enter the stasis room, I feel like I've stepped into a fairy.
Like every other time in the game in which you're given a puzzle or like a death and you fail, you don't go back to your fail state. You automatically go to like a load screen. Whereas this one, you actually get taken right before the... Oh, hello. Phase 1 is complete and Phase 2 is already started where it was. All right. So according to the guide, I need to do that, and that, and then adjust the oxygen. And then the epinephrine and the sodium bicarbonate.
So is it all over? Are your prophecies taken care of?
Look, prophecies aren't in my job description, okay? I'm just a humble PI trying to save the world as we know it.
Well, if you're not in the cult, then what are you doing here?
I'm trying to save the
We're running out of
world.
time here, but my name's Tex Murphy. I know you're Ava Shanzi because I followed your trail from the Colonel to GRS to up here. So why don't you tell me how you ended up getting freeze-dried?
Percival has a thing for me, so he decided not to have me killed. Instead, he put me into stasis to keep me out of the way until after the purification.
Well, I've got some good news and I've got some bad news. The good news is the purification won't start for about 45 minutes. The bad news is we've only got 45 minutes to stop these people. Luckily, I've got the winter chip, but you need to tell me how to use it.
Well, how did you get it? Listen, there's no time.
I'm pretty awesome, that's why.
You have to hurry. Take this. There are instructions on what to do with the winter
Where was
chip.
she
When you
keeping
get into
those
position,
instructions?
Wait for my signal. In exactly 30 minutes, I'm going to create a power surge. That will give us our last chance to stop the cult. That note also has instructions on how to reach the escape pods. I'll wait until the last second, but hurry. And listen, Murphy, good luck. If we get out of here, you can tell me your story.
All right. Now let's look at the paper. You are the second agent to get aboard the Moonchild. Agent 1 Omen was able to transmit marginally detailed information before being discovered and terminated. His transmissions provide us with just enough data to formulate a plan of actions. Get access to level 18. This contains an arboretum, a main hall, a stasis room, and an observatory. Locate it and retrieve the link-up computer. Agent Loman was able to hide the computer somewhere on level 18 before it was discovered. You will need one of the Moonchild's own computer cables in order to attach the link-up computer to the Moonchild's main computer. There is a computer console linked to the Moonchild's main computer hidden somewhere in the wall of this level. Put the winter chip in the linked computer and attach the link-up computer to the computer console. Open an emergency exit and move quickly to Bay D5. We cannot predict the effect of the winter chip's virus in the Moonchild's computer system, so it's impossible to say how much time you'll have to reach the escape pod. Okay. So that is an important question, is where is there an escape pod? I probably should find that out before I head back to the observatory.
Looks like the access panel requires some kind of ID badge. This door must be the one that leads to the engineering corridors. This door looks like it probably opens from the other side.
So maybe the emergency access corridor is what I'm looking for. All right. Let us go onto the observation deck. I can use the pipe on the floor now.
Looks like one of these computer cables ought to do the trick.
You know, you probably shouldn't be randomly pulling out cables from parts of the parts of a space station, but who am I to judge? Also, where was Ava hiding that key? Ah, they've got a copy of Lynx 986 from Access Software.
Lynx 986. Looks like some sort of croquet software. Aha! This must be the mini-computer. Looks like this computer was made specifically to run with a winter chip.
All right, so let us combine the computer with the winter chip. The computer virus link up with the computer cord. And let's save our game. Because we probably have to go through that specific door, but saving the day.
It's been almost 30 minutes. If they didn't find Ava, she should be creating a power surge any second. That'll give me time to patch the mini-computer into the Moonchild main computer. Now I've got to get to the engineering corridors. And fast.
Do I have to actually get there physically myself? Or is this automatic?
got a system warning on level 18, section J. I'm attempting to override that. Now I'm showing a temporary system failure. Climate control is down on levels 4 through 18.
Winter sequence engaged.
Okay.
I don't understand it. The whole system's going haywire.
Why did all of us have to have matching red shirts?
The whole system is shutting down and I can't do a damn thing about it.
Damn it! Malfunction has initiated the self-destruct sequence. Download the backup system.
3 minutes to self-destruct.
What the hell is going on down there? We got electrical short fires breaking out all over up here.
Whole integrity has been compromised.
That is probably the most calm method of escaping an explosion.
This place is gonna go up like a Roman candle on the 4th of July.
2
Never mind. That is the most calm reaction to an explosion. Especially since he's still inside the space station and is going to die with everything else. See, that's more expected. Like, if you're in a space station that's about to blow up, like, the reaction of, this place is gonna go up like a Roman candle on the 4th of July. We're all gonna die a horrible death on here. Also, this essentially means that
the night, and one by one dropped the revelers, and died each in the despairing posture of his fall. And darkness, and decay, and death held illimitable dominion over all.
this essentially means that Tex Murphy just killed 1,000 people or so, some of whom were children? But, we're the hero, folks. Oh, the Colonel's still alive.
I guess you didn't forget everything I taught you. Maybe it's not too late. I could make a real detective out of you.
I don't know. This saving the world business doesn't pay so well. My cousin Vinny says he can cut me in on some Amway action.
That's a load of hooey. You got it in your blood, Tex. You'd gumshoe for pocket change.
Hey, pocket change would be a step up for me.
That is true. He actually
you know,
lost
I've done pretty well the last
$100
few years.
working on this case.
Greenbacks away. But I'm not so young as I used to be. Maybe we could work out an arrangement. Huh? I'll be the brains, you be the legs. A lot of work out there for somebody with your skills. I say, partners?
Spoiler alert, the Colonel never shows up again.
Ava! Hey, I was hoping I'd see you around.
Oh, hi, Tex. Hello, handsome. Long time no see. You look good as ever. What have you been up to?
Nothing much. Say, tell me, have you still got that Twister game?
I do, but I haven't played it in a long time.
Tex saves the girl, but she ends up with the Colonel, I guess?
Listen, Tex, something's popped up. I think I found a partner to do undercover work with. I'll see you around.
So here I am, back where I started. Lonely, broke, and late for an appointment back in my office. Okay, so maybe it's not a perfect world. Maybe there are more glamorous ways to spend Saturday night than teaching cha-cha lessons to lonely women like Dolores Lightbody. At least she's a regular client and it seems to make her happy. And she always pays me up front, in cash. Now that I think about it, things are better. I cleared up my bar tab with Louie, and I did solve the pawn shop burglary for Rook. Yeah.
And he
once work
saved the
gets
world.
around, I'll be up to my neck in good-paying jobs.
And maybe
Looks like
more
Murphy
tango
pulled it off,
lessons.
sir. Yes, but next time, he may not be so fortunate.
Next time, sir?
The forces of darkness sleep, but do not die. Even now, I sense evil stirring. An evil about to re-enter the life of our friend Murphy.
Tex, honey. Long time no see. Forgive me?
So that was Under a Killing Moon, the third Tex Murphy adventure game. I think I've enjoyed. I think like the first time I played it, I don't know really what I was expecting. Oh, hold on.
So you're Tex Murphy. Ah, well, we're gonna make your trip as comfortable as possible. Nighty night.
The only problem was you don't shoot.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I forgot about this part. I think like the first time I played this game, it was after I played Pandora, after played Overseer, long after. It could have actually been after Tesla Effect. So I don't know what I was expecting. But I think I had a better time this time around, especially since I had more of a better idea, like knowing where I was supposed to go and what I was supposed to do. Not to mention coming off of Martian Memorandum, I think I was given. I think I felt I had a better idea of where I was coming from. Like starting from the beginning was better suited towards appreciating where I'd gotten.
That's perfect. Let's do it one more time.
Let's just...
I can never understand that logic from directors.
Perfect. That's the best I've ever seen.
Let's do it one more
That's
time.
that's the best I've ever seen. One more take. But yeah, this is the of the 3 interactive movies. This is the only one that's 3 of the 4 interactive movies. This is the only one that's directed by Chris Jones.
Scene 0A1, take 1, action.
Hi, you did some good work, Tex. I guess you didn't forget everything I taught you. Maybe it's not too late. I can make a real detective out of you. That's terrible shit.
But like I think like with the Under a Killing Moon, there's also the whole like process of getting the technology to work too. Like getting the technology to work, getting the figuring out how to actually film the game, how to incorporate the actors. So it's interesting what they managed to accomplish at the time. The Pandora Directive is where it really steps up. And so it might have been interesting to see what Chris Jones might have accomplished directing that when they had the better technology in order to display the game. Though bringing on Adrian Carr to direct also did an incredible benefit for the dramatic side of things. But that's going to be it for now. I'm sure I'll get around to playing the Pandora Directive later. In the meantime, though, got any suggestions for something to play next? Leave them down in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have yourselves a good night.